Brazil 1-7 Germany. World Cup 2014 semi-final. As it happened, Germany advanced to the final, slaughtering the hosts in the greatest humiliation in Brazilian football history. The hosts started relatively brightly, but found themselves behind after just 11 minutes when Toni Kroos' corner picked out Thomas Müller and marked inside the area, and the Bayern Munich man side-footed beyond Julio Cesar. Kroos then doubled the Germans' lead, slotting home the rebound after Cesar had pushed away his initial effort, and his record 16th goal in the tournament, taking him ahead of Ronaldo, signaled an unthinkable capitulation for Luis Felipe Scolari's side. Kroos hit a quick-fire double as he drilled a strike past Cesar with the outside of his boot following Philippe Lam's cutback, before making it 4 after Sami Khedira's unselfish pass capitalized on some lackluster Brazilian defending. Thomas Müller netted opener. Khedira then got in on the act himself when he guided Mesut Ozil's pass into the bottom corner after David Luiz's error typified an abject showing from Scolari's men, who were booed off at the break. Brazil looked to restore some pride in the second half as Oscar and substitute Paulinho were both denied by Manuel Neuer, while Müller was prevented from making it 6 as Cesar tipped his effort over the bar with a fine save. Germany replaced Kroos just before the hour mark, and it was his replacement, Chelsea's Andre Schürrle, who added a 6th when he converted Lam's low cross from inside the box with a simple tap-in. Schürrle then added his 2nd and Germany's 7th of the night with a smart finish off the underside of the crossbar. Oscar grabbed a late consolation goal, but the final whistle soon sounded as Lowe's side reached the final for the first time since 2002. The Germans will now go into Sunday's final at the Maracanã to face Argentina or the Netherlands on the highest of highs. With Brazil looking to take inspiration from their missing talisman, Neymar, the opening period was always going to be a testing one for Germany, with the partisan crowd baying every Brazilian touch and tackle. Miroslav Klose wrote name into history. Marcelo was cheered wildly after sending a 25-yard shot skimming a couple of yards wide, but there was a frantic feel to it, as though the Neymar emotion had spilled over into a frenzy, with Germany capable of punishing any slackness. That almost happened early on when Ozil delivered a sweet cross for Khedira to volley, only for his shot to strike Kroos. A break by Khedira then led to the corner from which Germany took the lead in the 11th minute. Kroos took it, and it was straightforward enough, but Brazil's marking went into meltdown and Müller slotted it home low past Cesar while Luis beat the ground in frustration. Marcelo burst into the Germany penalty area and a pinpoint sliding tackle by Lam stopped him in full stride, but Brazil's high tempo only served to make them vulnerable on the break, and Germany made them pay again, this time Klose becoming a World Cup's record breaker. A delightful passing move saw Müller lay the ball off, and although Cesar stopped his first effort, Klose parried the rebound. Andre Schürrle completed route. 2 minutes later and it was 3-0, Lam's cross going all the way across the area for Kroos to slam home left-footed from 18 yards. Another 2 minutes, another goal. From a goal kick, Fernandinho was robbed by Khedira, who unselfishly played in Kroos for a virtual tap-in for 4-0. By this time Brazil fans were in tears and a few leaving their seats, but the German machine marched on mercilessly. Less than half an hour gone and the hosts were 5-0 down. Mats Hummels strode forward and Ozil, who had come alive in this match, set up Khedira for a first-time finish. Brazil, left devastated by defeat. Neuer had been barely trusted in the first half, but only he prevented Brazil getting on the score sheet, first defying Oscar and then Paulinho. Cesar had to be at his best to tip over Müller's curling effort from 25 yards, but Germany were not to be denied, and Lam's penetrating cross was struck home by substitute Schürrle. It was Chelsea midfielder Schürrle who piled on the agony, a breathtaking finish into the top corner after pulling down Müller's instinctive cross. Ozil should have made it an embarrassing 8 but slid wide when through on goal before Oscar's crisp finish in the last minute provided a glimmer of light in the darkness.